Hey everybody, how's it going? It is Strong Therapy's last show of 2021. Can't believe we're here. We've made it. We had COVID last year. Kids had COVID this year. We lived through it. We've lost a few. We pay our respects and miss everyone and love them, and we'll continue praying. It's been a little crazy since everybody's talked to us last. I wasn't on the last show. It was you and Jeff. Mm-hmm. What's been going on? We bought a house and we're building a house.
Yay! Yeah,
that's huge.
Yeah, it's huge.
It's a little stressful,
but it's going to go forward. It's going to be amazing. I get to come to New York. If any of you guys didn't know that, and I get to see Gino Bisconti's roast. We have an amazing guest this week that I'm so excited to have on. And most importantly, I'm glad he's our last guest of the year for 2021. We have Donavan, or as all of you know him as, Cripp Daddy. He's been seen on many a podcast. I first saw him on In Hot Water a year and a half ago, maybe even longer. So I wanted to bring him in. Hello, Donavan.
Hello. Welcome to your own show. I'm welcoming you.
That's good.
Thank you.
I appreciate you taking the time. Sorry that your mom wasn't there. I really wanted to give her some shit and, try to make her have a stroke so she could make it to the nursing home a little quicker for you.
I know, but you know how drug addictions are. They tear you apart from your family. She's like, it's whatever. It's fine.
So what have you been up to lately? What have you been on? How's your comedy show? I saw your tweet or video of being on stage, which was amazing. I was so happy for you.
Yeah, no, that went really well. That was with Doug Stanhope. And he called it Chicago, which, it wasn't by technicality. But, it was close enough. Just, whatever, a little nitpicky. I'm a professional, obviously. So that bothered me. But, no, that was a good time. It was a great back-to-back show. I did do a little bit of an accident on the second night where they fucking... Because no stage is handicap accessible, ever like that. So I trusted a bunch of just really built drunk biker dudes to carry me, and that was a mistake. That's not one of the better life choices I made.
Did they drop you?
Yeah, a little bit.
Oh, motherfuckers!
It was all right though. Hey, what was the worst thing that was going to happen to me?
I don't want to go there, dude.
I'm going to end up in a wheelchair. Oh no! Fuck.
I've only had 13 beers.
Right, exactly.
I got you, Cripp. Don't worry. I'll use my hook and my other good hand.
And that's all you need.
Exactly. What was I going to say? So on our show, if you haven't watched it before, Donavan, we kind of, Brian and I are married. It's about relationships, stuff like that. One of the reasons that I loved you is I see the relationship between you and your mom, the banter. With you specifically, I can't say, now how long have you known your mom? Since birth. What is one thing that you believe is a strength with your mom and that is not something that drives you fucking crazy that you just want to get a shotgun and blow her brains out?
Right. Pretty much everything she does, really. But I'll give you some good ones. I think the thing that I love about my mom is that she did a really good job separating like real heavy shit that I don't think kids need in their life necessarily, and helping me just be myself and let me have a childhood essentially instead of putting their baggage on their kids. I grew up with a lot of fucking broken friends, and their family is not so good. So we weren't perfect by any means, but in comparison, I felt like I pretty much got a bit lucky. So
yeah, she didn't say, "God damn it, I'm Santa." Yeah,
Yeah.
she wasn't that kind of mom. She let you believe as long as you could. And
yeah,
that kind of stuff.
exactly.
Yeah.
And then the world corrupted me, and I ruined her. But a thing that I don't necessarily like, she leaves lids open all the time, and it's such a petty thing, but it just infuriates me to no end.
What, like a peanut butter jar?
Yeah, peanut butter jar, fucking my like hair care product because I'm gay and I take care of my hair, and she'll leave it like half open, half closed, and it fucking just drives me insane.
Yeah, it dries out.
Yeah, you get that film on top like an old pudding. Can't do that.
And nobody wants it.
Yeah.
I remind my kids all the time, like, for some reason, kids don't want to shut the fucking top of toothpaste holders, and it has crust. And then one of my own pet peeves about myself, I'll be in the kitchen and I'll be making something or doing something, and a kid will ask me something, and I leave my cabinet doors open. Like
she's so bad at that too.
I do it all the time, and then I turn around and I'm like, fuck, I left 3 cabinets open. And then I go through and I close them. But it's something I noticed that I do, and it drives I'm like crazy myself about it. So
yeah.
Well, lucky enough, you're short enough to duck under them.
Yeah, I never do hit my head.
She's very little.
See, that's the opposite of my mom. She's an Amazon woman. She's so tall. Yeah.
Yeah, she would run into him. Yeah, no, I make it my hair might touch it, but
I love that.
Pretty much. That's why I don't notice them.
That's why I stay out of the kitchen.
I don't look anywhere other than what's right before me.
The way God intended.
What a pervert. But anyways, he's always trying to figure out some way to pull out his dick, Donavan. I don't know.
Me too, man. I do it.
Hey.
I want to compliment you again on your shirt. Really cool. Where'd you get that at? Because I think I need one.
I got this from my buddy who actually came up with the design, and he had to like sneak it by me. Like he had to give me it in secret because it's tied in with another company, and he wasn't supposed to be technically selling or giving any away. So all my friends are hood rat, so they do illegal shit for me all the time.
Mama. Yeah, kind of like me filling out a little piece of paper for Gino, and then not knowing that he was going to announce it all over the place. So now
I don't even know what you're talking about.
Yeah, exactly.
Hey, yeah. I just want to play a little joke on Carolyn here. Which camera are we using today?
I don't know. Fuck you.
I was going to say, but I was like, nah, we're ready to go.
Wait, which one are we looking at?
Which one do you think we're using?
I hope that one.
You hope?
Let's see, Carolyn.
We're using this one?
Yep, that's where your finger just touched me on.
Which one has a light on?
Why the fuck isn't that one on then? You fuck! You fuck!
Donovan, that Brian went out and bought like a 4K, FU camera, like made
right.
So you guys could make the quantum leap. I think that's what he's getting at here.
So we're still on this one on my laptop?
Right now, yeah. We're on this right here.
then why the fuck did we pay money for that other one? Because to me it looks fine. Take the motherfucker back.
I mean it's an HD camera, but it's not like the
Donovan, do you agree with me? This is good enough. This is fucking take that fucker back.
No, I can't now.
The other one is good. I got to give it to you.
The other one takes really good dick pics though. Pristine.
And very good flap pictures. Anyways, meat flaps. Anyways, as we're like I keep saying it anyways. I'm trying.
Anyways,
I
otherwise,
can't believe I said meat flaps. That's what's fucked me up. Donovan is
That's not. Trust me. I've heard way worse. I grew up terminally on the internet, so I've seen it. I've heard it. Don't worry.
how about this? Swollen meat flaps.
There you go. Fuck yeah.
Anyways.
Anyone ever seen Slam and Salmon, the movie?
He's just being a pervert. We had never mind. Anyways, so our first item up for bid is our news therapy. And
Should I call out Rod Roddy?
Yeah, sure. You can call me out on my great transition there is what the fuck you could do.
Segue.
So Donovan, we're in Indiana, and it seems like here in Indiana, just crazy shit fucking happens all the time.
Yeah, you guys are getting it real good as of lately.
Something. Oh, look at my handsome. Why did Michael Bublé show up? He wants to. Michael.
Okay, it's back. It's fixed.
Pasture.
Okay.
You're good to go.
So an Indiana pastor was relieved of his duties after appearing on an HBO drag show. Evansville, Indiana, a United Methodist Church pastor in Indiana was replaced after appearing on the televised drag show on HBO. While he says he was not fired, his pay was reduced 40%.
Damn.
And an interim pastor will take over his role as he stops his involvement with the church. The episode part of the series called We're Here aired on November 8th. And the show is meant to reach out to the LGBTQ
Plus
community by showing everyday people in drag shows. The pastor named Reverend Craig Duke did it in support of his daughter, who identifies as pansexual. The show documents 3 drag queens as they travel to small towns to pick out local community members and teach them how to perform in drag. Duke said he enjoyed the experience and his daughter was overjoyed.
you put on that dress and you get out there and you flaunt it.
Now, the reaction among members in Newburgh United Methodist Church was less enthusiastic. On November 26th, a regional representative of the church notified the congregation that Duke would be relieved of his duties amid fallout from his participation on We're Here.
Ladies and gentlemen of the church, I'd like to come in today to kick that son of a bitch out.
We don't like any queers.
We don't like weirdness.
It's awful. There's no acceptance. Why are people this way? Duke and his wife, Linda, I'm going to skip down a bit, will continue to reside at the church parsonage until February 28th, and Duke will continue to draw a significantly reduced salary. Duke said his pay was cut 40%, but he will not be involved with the church in any capacity. A new reverend was appointed interim pastor. Okay, so when they came out to record this too, Donovan,
right, yeah,
it was the biggest turnout from the community to support. They said out of like all of them, but yet, okay, the church is ruining every morning. So,
Kathy Sue, I did see you in the crowd.
Yeah.
We're reducing your civic duties by 26%.
Yeah, like what the hell? Now, I have to say, I'm glad he stepped out and did this for his daughter. Do I say daughter?
Yeah.
I get all mixed up. I have a nephew that is part of the transgender community.
Mhm.
So I try to be, what is it, considerate?
Yeah, I get it. I'm disabled too.
Yeah. But as far as that's concerned, I sit there and I would go out there and do that. Like, I'd love to be dressed up in drag and do that. I think I could get Brian to do it.
You would just be dressed up. I mean, what are you talking about?
Well,
No,
no, because
they-
women do it as drag kings. So, like, Carolyn,
Yeah,
what would your
yeah.
drag king name
Yeah,
be?
I would do that. I would totally dress up like a dude.
What would your name be? Like your stage name?
Steve.
Steve?
No.
Yep.
My guy name,
Because like drag names are always like really,
flamboyant.
yeah.
I would be
Jacques?
no.
Oh,
I would be. Ooh, what's my guy that's Aquaman? What's his name?
Jason Momoa.
I would be Momoa's mom.
Momoa's mama?
Momoa's Mosa or something
I
like
like
that. I'm Mosa Momoa or
I like
something
it.
like that. But I'd have to practice it a lot because notice I get easily tongue-tied.
That reminded me of that old joke. There's a fruitcake on the table. His name is Steven.
Oh,
I think so obviously at the end of the day, everybody can do whatever they want, in my opinion, just be respectful to everybody and their differences. But with that being said, I feel like your daughter being pansexual isn't something worth celebrating. That just means your daughter's a whore. She will really just fuck anything. It doesn't matter what they are. And that's kind of fucked up.
Yeah. I mean, you used to be bisexual covered it all, right? But now there has to be
Right.
ever
Yeah.
widening scope.
Yeah, pansexual is everything, right?
Yeah, that's just whatever. It doesn't matter what you have.
living or dead,
Like, is
Harold,
that,
go give me that wrench.
like is
Living
Just
or-
pansexual?
fuck it.
living or non-live, live like the people
Maybe.
that fall in love with like roller coasters and shit.
Maybe.
That was a good
I-
episode.
Who cares?
I fell in love with the Cuisinart.
I fall in love with shopping quite often, so maybe I am pansexual.
I fell in love with a good slice of pizza once or twice.
It's funny that you said that. Tonight I did one of those surveys where you get paid, and it was
Mhm.
it was it was interesting. Yeah,
Oh.
there's a
See,
lot
I-
of weird people that go to that.
See,
But I
I'm
made
weird.
$75 for 45 minutes. I'm like, fuck yeah.
You
pretty
can't
good.
complain.
No, it told you to take 3 bites from the back, the middle, and the
Whose ass
front.
was this?
I know, right?
Yeah.
And that's what I did. I'm looking around the room. There's this guy about 3 times as big as me. His pizza was gone in 2 seconds. Another little girl ate like a bird, and they kept going around. And I took the 3 bites, and she was like, "You really follow directions." And I was like, I don't know how much pizza you're bringing out here, so I ain't gonna eat a whole pizza. I have to follow through. But
yeah, that's what directions are for. That's the problem with the world. People aren't getting in lines anymore or following goddamn directions. The
Yeah.
airport last time was a fucking nightmare because people didn't know how to follow directions.
Oh yeah, I'm sure.
Yeah.
What'd you run into, Bri?
It was Spirit.
No, if I'm saying, oh, Jesus, you're lucky you made it home without a stab wound. But in which case, what did you run into that was the most frustrating part of that experience? About the following directions part?
You've got to check in before you check your luggage. And everybody decided, well, they're just going to check their luggage first.
It's always the basic shit.
Yeah. Kind of like, yeah.
I get it. I
Kind of like
understand.
use an actual Gorilla Glue instead of, hair product. Just
Did you see that bitch's back in
She's
the news?
still in the news, yeah.
No.
She
What
did. She did it again, but not with that. Well, fucking. What did she do that was different?
I'm going to look it
Don't
up. I'm
tell
going to
me.
see.
Don't tell me if you used it on a cooch.
No, she did. She put something else in her hair that
It
shouldn't have been
says-
there.
So is she like? Has anybody mentally checked this
Her
woman?
father's hands?
Oh, I mean, she really needs. I mean, That sounds like she has an issue
Here it
with
is.
what is it called? Restraint.
Yeah.
With ADHD, there's a thing where they can't stop doing something ignorant.
Yeah.
Not
No.
ignorant, but like they.
Stem cell therapy?
I'm sorry. What?
She got stem cell therapy.
Let's see
How the
here.
fuck? How come I can't get stem cells, but this bitch can?
Because she's fucking supported by.
Nobody
To
supports
revive
me.
her
All
hair.
the reason.
So a disastrous dye job. At this point, she's just like running around making her name on this shit.
Damn, she's 39 too. I didn't know that. I thought she was like 20.
No, it's like embarrassing.
It's because I love. I'm jealous. Black people do not age because they stay out of the sun.
Yeah, that was her hair she was
Look at
holding there in her hand.
Yeah, she was just like pulling it out in clumps
At least this
because
time
she
it was
put
hair product.
some shit in it.
I guess it was
Yeah.
some kind of dye or something, she was saying.
Yeah, some dye. I don't know. Like it wasn't obviously supposed to be dye or used as dye because then your hair starts falling out.
Yeah.
Wow.
It's probably like industrial fabric dye. And she's like, what? It's all the same shit.
It said RIT.
Yeah.
It was RIT.
What
I
the fuck
thought
do you mean I can't eat mercury?
It said right on it, and I thought I was right putting it on my head.
Oh my God.
It said right, so I did it. Right or wrong? Right.
Just ignorant shit. God, why would she do that? Well,
She got attention. I mean, maybe she likes the attention.
I
now.
made a big mistake this week. I got on a, with females, I was like, all of a sudden, I needed to get my hair trimmed.
Right.
So if anyone's noticed, my hair's fucking short. And so I go to get a trim, like get the dead ends off, tell the girl what I like. And she starts cutting, she pulls my hair out, and she's got like this much. And she just goes like this on the side. And I went, oh, that looked like a lot. And she goes, well, that's how I make da-da-da-da-da-da. She's telling me the bullshit, the hair shit. I'm like, I don't know. So as she's cutting, she's talking. Rah, rah, rah. You know, you're at the hairdresser and they talk and talk and talk.
Yep.
We get all done. Now I wear glasses. I can't fucking see, and they always have you take your glasses off. So I can't see, but I notice how short my hair is. And I'm like, I'm a cool chick about my hair. I'm like, okay, it can grow, right? It's fine. I'll just keep taking my Biotine, 10,000 milligrams, grow my hair out again.
Does that work?
Go get in the car. Yeah, my hair grew pretty quickly. Do it every day.
Because my mom needs it bad, and I need it myself now. Anyway, continue. I'm sorry.
Okay. Anyways, it's at CVS. Anyways, so I go out to the car and I kind of get distracted because I'm on the phone because someone called me, and I'm like looking in the mirror like total girly, and I'm like going like this. All of a sudden, I notice this side is like 2 inches longer than this side. And I'm like, I'm looking in my rearview mirror. I'm like, what the fuck? So I get out of the car. I go inside. Oh, I was so mad. But I kept my cool. I wasn't like someone that would attack a cashier at McDonald's. Okay. But I wanted to so bad.
Yeah.
I'm little Miss Nice Carolyn. I walk in and I said, I think we've got a problem. And I like grabbed my hair and I like went like this, and it's like one hand's over here and the other one's like here. And she was like, oh, I must have missed that spot. So she trims it dry. I said, well, can you kind of like check it all? You know, I wanted her to measure it all. Okay. And I'm like watching her like a fucking hawk. She's still
naturally.
I go home. I just am so defeated at this point that I go home. And then what was it? The next night, I go to wet my hair because I have curly hair. I can just wet it. I don't have to wash and everything. And as I'm wetting it and I'm brushing it out, again, this whole side is like this much longer. And I'm like, what the fuck? So I call back and I'm like,
real mad.
so I call back and they give me someone else to cut my hair. And I kid you not, I had 4 fucking hairdressers because the other girl was not there looking at how fucked up she cut my hair. Ugh.
Did they not, Carolyn, do you not have the same person that cuts your hair all the time?
She fucking moved to Utah to be a Paul Mitchell teacher.
Because I'm like,
So I had to find someone fucking new. And look at this shit. I look like goddamn Curly Sue with fucking... Anyways, I can't even put my little cute little things in my hair. I can't wear a pony or a messy bun. Motherfuckers. Sorry.
No, that was a valid thing. I
had to get that
understand your
out.
rage.
You completely understand, especially since you wear hair products.
I do. I understand the issues with a hairdresser that won't shut up and listen. It's the word. I really wish that you could pay more just to have them not talk the entire time. I fucking hate it. There's no conversation that I want to have with you, lady, that implements like actual input and energy. I can't do it. I don't want to pretend like I care either. It's the fucking worst.
Well, and plus, like, half of them are caught up with, like, them being an artist about it. It's like, can you just do what I fucking said, please? I asked you nicely. Can you do what I fucking said?
Yeah.
While I try to check your ass out in the mirrors.
Well, and
Right, exactly.
with my hairdresser who left me and left a lot of us to take on a great job. I love you, Tiffany. I would watch her teach classes and I would be her model for her to like show different things. So she would show and then she knew exactly what to do with my hair. So when she grabbed that big chunk,
She was good.
I was like, I'm telling her, no, that's wrong. I've never seen anyone do that to my fucking hair.
Right.
Like that much. Like, and she still went. And
This is the hair clutch segment.
Fucking,
Hair clutch.
I get it though.
I'm sorry that this really, I got
It's
off
valid.
the rails,
I get
but
it.
I just feel like, I don't know. I had this haircut a while back, but I'm over it now.
Yeah, I had asked her to grow it out.
We just might have to pay the $1,500 to get extension.
I was gonna ask, how do you feel about like extensions?
Well, it's funny that you said
My
that.
bank account doesn't care for him.
That's fair.
I really won't get any. I won't spend that kind of money on hair. My hair will grow
I didn't
back.
know they were that goddamn much.
You can
never
save
told
money
me
by simply...
1,500.
Sorry?
He said he didn't realize how expensive they were.
Oh, yeah. You can
'Cause
save
I
money.
brought it up to her.
What was that?
I was saying you can save money by just kidnapping an Indian lady.
It's true. You
Yeah.
can. They
Yeah.
do that now. I do that. That's how I get my extensions.
I thought you got him to rape him.
And, I mean, that's just for the side. That's like the passion, you know? Just
Yeah, I'm
whatever.
awful. I'm so off. Brian looked at me. I could see Brian. I can't believe she said that. Anyways, this article.
Segway.
I mean, I sit there and I think about this guy that he did this. I like that he did it for his daughter, but he didn't think about the fact that there would be repercussions and he'd lose 40%.
I
Or
like
was-
how he's not even part of the church anymore and he's still getting paid.
Well, but I'm doing my Hoosier thing. Wool. Wool. I mean, it's part of me wonders if it was all a setup. You know, I always think of conspiracies. Quit picking at me. What the fuck? You're gonna make me feel like I'm gonna fucking punch you. He's picking at me. He's picking hair off me on
I
live.
get it.
Ugh.
Rare
It's
Air Live
Christmas
Productions,
time.
your home for domestic assault on camera.
Exactly. I'm like trying to be in this festive whatever, talking about how I'm ready to kill a hairdresser and he's picking at me. Next thing I know, he's going to do this.
I'm gonna do
You
it.
got a hair right here, Carolyn.
Yeah.
Right on, and I'm going to fucking hit him with a pan. But
Mhm.
I feel like it's a setup, and maybe that's just me. Because the way the world's came to is that everybody's doing. We got the guy from Empire that set up a thing for this. I feel like this was set up so he could like bring this church to the forefront that they're not accepting.
Yeah,
I mean, he knows their belief system. He knows, I mean, he's the pastor. He should know that they were going to be against it. Even if they supported him in the beginning, they probably never thought it was going to fucking happen. Then it happened and they're like, oh, we're going to be nice and support because we have to in this climate of the world. But now we have to stick to our religious guns. When they should have originally said, you are our pastor. It is your choice. If you want to do this, then you need to step down.
We don't want the Irish.
That's it. That's what it all came down to.
Yeah.
Fuck it. Everyone.
And dogs.
I
No,
hope he
but
had a
I
platinum
agree.
healing glove.
I don't know. It just, certain things like this, just, and of course he was asked if he would do it again. Said yes. He's already raised over $50,000 to assist his family, so that's nice.
What the fuck? For
I
what?
wonder how quickly that came up because you were trying to get a fucking bus for you to get traveling around.
What the fuck? Why? It's not like he can. It's not like he can't get another job.
Exactly. It says to assist his family with rent, food, and other necessities,
Like lubrication.
like a new wig and meth.
Yeah, fucking what? He's stealing all those gay people's money. That's all that is.
All of their makeup money.
Holy
all
shit.
And, and paying for those extensions because they're $1,500.
They're expensive, dude. That's one really good extension.
Now we've all been
I afforded one extension.
yeah.
A rat tail.
Yeah. Could you imagine me walking around with just
Honestly,
one?
It's the 90s.
rat tails need to make a comeback. They're fucking great.
Donovan, that would be my
$300.
Everybody makes fun of Indiana Carolyn. She be coming out with her rat tail now. She's starting a new trend. In our next segment, we have relationship
smash up.
Yeah, exactly. And we know that Marilyn Manson's been in the news quite a bit.
Yes.
And I've been trying to avoid him. I've never been a big fan. He scares the fuck out of me. He scared the fuck out of me when he came out. I'm a big chicken when it comes to anything scary. And I knew there was something wrong with this motherfucker from day one. I think there's maybe one or two songs I listened of his. What one can you think of that sticks out?
Sweet dreams are made.
Yeah,
of
I like
me.
and wait. No.
The
You're thinking of Beautiful People.
Yes,
yeah.
thank you. That's where I was.
Yep.
I liked that one too.
Yeah,
those are
Brian.
really the only two, and that's because they got a lot of play on the radio, not because I reached out and listened to him. But Manson said he called Evan Rachel Woods 158 times after their breakup and fantasized about
158.
smashing her skull in with a sledgehammer.
Women, am I right, fellas?
I know. This motherfucker.
Sledgehammer.
He's, he admits to a lot of stuff, and a lot of his friends, he said a lot of things, which in the moments they thought it was a joke.
158 times. What do you do? 157. 158. This is it. This time.
I wish he would have said terrible.
Bitch.
I called her 187 times.
Oh.
187 on that.
Yeah.
He's dialing 187 on her ass.
Exactly.
Sledgehammer.
He's close though. He just got the numbers mixed up, and he needed a goddamn 7 in there. But anyways,
Could he pick
it's
up a
probably
sledgehammer?
some kind of subliminal thing, and we don't fucking know. But Marilyn told Spin Magazine in 2009 that he called her 158 times and fantasized about smashing her head. They began. I'm gonna skim over stuff because I highlighted. They began dating in 2007 when Wood was 19 and he was 38.
Yeah.
Called grooming. Grooming.
And that's called money.
No, she's dumb. 19. He's huge. He's a weirdo, and he's grooming her so he can control her. She's young. Wait till
Hell
you
yeah.
hear the shit this motherfucker
Hopefully
has
they
done.
didn't use your hairdresser.
They were engaged in 2010 before they called it off. Let me see when it.
He just threw me into
Well,
a
there's-
wall.
there's one
I'm
thing
gonna
here.
think that
I'm showing you the shit, and you can show the picture
Carolyn,
of him.
there's one thing here. It says, and every time I called her that day, I called 158 times. I took a razor blade and I cut myself on my face or my hands. I want you to physically. And then he said into a voicemail, I want you to physically see what you've done.
Yeah, he's a nutcase, and
That's
there's
just what it's like dating a Mexican woman.
I've done it, and he's not wrong.
That's all it is.
they hurt themselves.
No,
Oh my
but they're
God,
very
dude, you have no
dramatic.
idea.
Yeah.
Or I know that they'll hit you with a flip flop. I have a friend that will do that. She said, "I will beat you with my shoe."
Yeah.
She told her kids that. I went, "Well, you really?" My mom did. I was like,
No, that's the thing.
So I found in another article, and I didn't share it because I just wanted to read these things. These are his patterns, things that the 10 most important things of this whole Marilyn Manson fucking freakazoid mental case. His alleged sexual improprieties date back to at least the early 90s. 3 people who say they were friends with Warner. What?
he was probably always smelling his fingers.
Ew. And people were going, what does it smell like? Nothing.
Money.
Warner in the early 90s claims that he showed them sexual encounters he videotaped. So he was videotaping these people.
Hell yeah.
Recalls hanging out one night with his brother Tim Vaughn and female friend. Brian pooped in a compilation tape of every girl he ever had taken into the closet for blowjobs.
Fuck yeah.
He says, I'm proud of it. So that's one thing he did, right?
Right.
Was it a big closet?
It was called the bad girl or something. We'll get to that too.
Oh, well.
Rape has also been a frequent source of dark humor for decades. Former friend says Warner's frequent rape jokes started early in life and haven't abated. In his 1988 memoir, 1998. Do you want to read this?
You didn't print that out for me.
Motherfucker. I'm in a crappy mood. Fuck. Anyways, Warner details pranking a woman with former Marilyn Manson member Jordy White by telling her, we're going to rape you in the parking lot and then crush you underneath your own car. At a 2009,
That's hot.
I'm gonna die by Marilyn Manson.
Is that your Civic?
Yeah. Wow.
I don't know, I'm pretty into that. That sounds hot.
You just roll over.
Yeah. I've done it. That's why I did it.
Would you do it in slow motion or really fast?
Depending on how she asked for it. I'm considerate. I'm not a full monster.
That's so.
It depends on the quality of the blowjob
Mhm.
pre-run over.
Oh goodness. Even this another girl adds, referring to the allegations of her. Warner said to her, before I was even in a relationship with him, he talked about raping me.
Yeah.
Well, some women like a little roughness, I think. They like choked and I don't know.
I don't know. Now, I'm not going to lie. I've said to you, thrust or fuck me, but I've never said rape me.
Well, listen. Listen, all I'm saying is that times have changed.
Mhm.
Women are different now. They're on some shit.
Yeah.
And I don't get how it makes everything that the Me Too movement like completely normal, and that's what throws everybody off. Because it's like the shit you're telling me to do, I'm going to get in trouble. You know that. If you just wanted to change your mind in 1 second, this could look so bad.
Yeah.
But they're like, yeah, no, I want that.
They're like,
And
choke me.
I thank God for every fatherless woman They're doing the Lord's work.
Strip club, Sally.
Well, and I know, Chris, you said you had a girl, right, that liked to be choked.
A number of them, yeah. In fact, I'd go so far as to say that so many were requesting it that I've started to, well, I mean, not now because I'm with my girlfriend, but there was a time where I was starting to introduce it to people because I'm like, well, if that many other ones liked it, maybe these ones would. I don't know. But it wasn't my thing.
Yeah,
It wasn't my thing originally. It was like they were requesting it. I was like, okay, weird, but whatever.
That just
and it worked
became
out.
like one of the go-to, in your arsenal.
But the thing
you know?
is, like, it's funny, like you said, how it could be turned around in a second. Like, imagine I do that. Now I got this handprint of friction on this person's neck. And then they're like, he raped me. And I'm like, well, there's my handprint choking her neck. Like, you know what I mean? Like, how the hell do you get yourself around that one?
You don't.
Yeah.
Unless you're me.
You need like a contract, a written contract before you do anything anymore. Like in that movie, it's like not far from the truth anymore.
Yep.
I'm gonna need your John Hancock here. Right there.
What, do you guys remember the Louis C.K. joke about this same thing?
Mm-hmm.
The short,
No, for sure.
I mean, Carolyn and Brian, the short version is like he's at a club. He takes a waitress home. She keeps stopping him from going up her shirt. So he tries to go down her pants a bunch of times. She keeps stopping him again and again and again. So she leaves. He did whatever. And the next night he's back at the show and she's like, what happened? Well, how come you didn't fuck me? He's like, because you didn't want to. And she's like, oh, yeah, no, I was really into it. He's like, you should have told me. He's like, I like a guy to be really aggressive. He's like, yeah, you should have told me. She's like, no, it has to be like real and scary and intimidating. He's like, what are you, out of your fucking mind? You think I'm going to rape you on the off chance you might actually be into that shit? And it's like, it sums it up because like I've seen some people run into like some, let's say, court involved situations over some very similar shit. Right.
Well, I know that, there was times, I think early on in the relationship, I teased Brian and I was like, I love like romance novels. And I was like, ravish me. And that's the word I use.
That's when I come at her like Cookie Monster.
Right, exactly. I get that.
And I'm like, ravish me. And one time he did, we're at the apartment. He knocked me up against the door. And for a minute, I thought, what the fuck's wrong with him? And he was ravishing me. But it ended up being very good. But I mean,
right.
But I wouldn't say rape me. I would say ravish me, make it like fast and what I don't.
Right.
Not.
No, I get what you're saying, and that makes it makes sense from where you're coming from. And like I said, it sounds like you just have your shit together more than women do now because they don't think about anything else. They just want it caveman, raw, and it's scary.
And then get away, and then if they didn't like it afterwards, they can say rape.
And that's the thing. I love not having to worry about that. It's so good. It's a weight off my chest because any girl that tries to say that I raped them, they're gonna look so fucking stupid. And because even if I somehow managed to do that, that's such an accomplishment that it's more impressive.
Yeah, it would be a miracle.
That I feel like I get a get out of jail free card.
You get a medal.
I earned it.
Yeah,
I earned it.
That's one suave mofo right there.
Mm-hmm.
So he also has a crazy Nazi fetish.
Yeah.
He's played a Nazi in several TV shows and movies, like Prison Nazi.
Yeah,
he's just like me.
And see, back when he came out, and everybody was like him. And again, this is my opinion. A lot of people like him. He just gave me that creep of like.
He probably has like a sex dungeon with like
he
things.
Does.
Yeah,
okay, so
without question, yeah.
So I'm gonna jump ahead because you keep saying that he had the bad girls' room.
Hell yeah.
Okay.
I didn't get the printout. So
Psychological torture. Warner converted a former vocal booth in his apartment into what he boastfully called the bad girls' room.
With roach clips for her lips.
It played several people who dated and worked with him, now described as a solitary confinement cell used to psychologically torture women. They say Warner frequently banished his girlfriend there, keeping them in there for hours on end.
They must have kept him in there playing Star Wars movies. Pretty good, huh?
I'm hearing it in my head because I would fucking go crazy.
That's great.
Yeah, I'd go crazy.
Dump the pops in.
Well, who did the government use at Guantanamo Bay? We used to play somebody to like torture the Guantanamo Bay guests. I forget who
they did. The Barney theme song.
Oh,
I do know that one. And then somebody else. They had like just a small handful that they would do. It was somebody random.
I thought it was like someone big, like a Bieber or like a Miley Cyrus or some kind of shit like that. But
yeah, it's something like that. Yeah.
And they would torture people with that
like
music?
They would play it nonstop in Guantanamo Bay, like day and night, to like just wear down the prisoners.
Yeah.
Yeah.
See, I'm so glad I live in a world in my brain that's like butterflies and rainbows. And
that's why when Obama went, I'm going to get rid of Guantanamo, and the guy who really runs the thing goes, "Oh, you're not."
Yeah, you can. Sure.
That's why
we do things there.
Yeah, I hear Jack Nicholson going, "You can't handle the truth." Yeah.
Exactly.
I'd rather not.
You can't handle my dick and balls.
Yep, exactly.
I want the truth. God damn, that was a good scene. But
I want to hear more about this dungeon.
I'll let you read it because my throat's starting to hurt from all that. Anyways.
Echoing an allegation in her complaint against Warner, Smithline tells Rolling Stone that he repeatedly forced her to stay in the space, which was about the size of a department store dressing room, for hours at a time. At first, he made it sound cool, Smithline says. Then he made it sound very punitive. Yeah.
Yeah.
He probably did it on Sundays during the game.
I was about to say, like, has there not ever been a time where you just wanted to put them in a little closet for a little while?
But see, that's
going to be cool. Get your ass in that room.
It's going to be all. I will put snacks in there for you. There's an iPad.
That's really funny that you say that because I have my own room in my house, but I have all my shit that I want to do in it. Me and him are healthy. When we want to separate, we fucking can go. He's working from home. We cannot see each other from the minute he wakes up in the morning. I get the kids off to school till I come up and I say, "You hungry?" Or I'll text him. I go, "You hungry?" Get him lunch. And then I go out and get lunch. I come back, give him his food. Then I don't see him again until he's off work.
Well, wait till we get in the new house. I mean, you'll never see me again.
That's
you're not going to want to go up and down stairs.
We'll meet for fucking. That's what we'll do.
That's the life.
I know.
Where are you guys going to put the rape dungeon, though?
Basement.
Probably in the unfinished part.
Oh, fitting. Nice.
We'll put a nice swing that we already got.
Mm-hmm. All right. Fuck yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, I suggest the swing. A very limited effort for maximum efficiency.
You don't think I already own a swing? Come on now.
That's okay. This is fucking embarrassing. I've talked about it before, but Donavan, he didn't take it down like he was supposed to, so I forgot to like lock the door, and my kid fucking went in there, and she was like, my youngest, who's so fucking inquisitive. She was like, "What is this, mommy? A swing?" And I was like, "Yeah, but it's for mommy's back," because my back's fucked up.
Right? Yeah, of course.
Yeah.
And she
what
goes,
else could it be for?
"I went up in it." And I'm like, "No."
No, you don't.
I was like, "No." I said, "That's specifically from the doctor." And the doctor made it for my body. I like had
Strong.
to come up with fucking something. And she was like, "I just want to sit in it." I was like, "No."
It's a cool
No.
Prince color.
Yeah.
Now, do you think when it comes to showing the house, you guys will take it down or leave it up? Like, is it an asset or a hindrance to someone buying it?
And we're leaving the swing.
Yeah.
They're
like, how much to leave the swing?
Exactly.
The swing's optional.
Exactly.
I can just leave the hanger I installed.
Like, is this stud mounted?
God damn right it is.
Yeah. I wasn't gonna.
It holds up to 300 pounds.
I'm not gonna use just a plaster thing that spans behind it. You know.
I might.
I went right into wood on that one.
Merry fucking Christmas, Sally. I bought you a house with a swing.
There's a bar downtown in like lower Manhattan near where I used to work that had a swing over the bar. Then like if you bought the right combo of drinks, the bartender would get in it and shit. It was pretty fun. They closed though.
Oh, cool.
That sounds cool as shit.
Yeah, it was. Too bad it's not there anymore, but it was a great time.
All right. Well, let's find out about this torture room here some more. Even if I was screaming, no one would hear me. Soundproof. Nice. As she tells it, first you fight, and he enjoys the struggle. I learned to not fight it because that was giving him what he wanted. I just went somewhere else in my head. Warner has denounced Smithline's accusations against him as lies, even though he physically has the room.
He has
that part.
Oh, okay. Because I was gonna. He has the room, and he.
No, I never locked anybody in there.
No, I didn't soundproof it. No, there's not chains in there, and
he starts doing an Ace Ventura.
They're like, so
Warner
you don't
allegedly began the relationship with love bombing nearly all the women who have come forward with abuse accusations against Warner. Have described a joyful beginning filled with compliments and nice gestures. Hey, nice tits.
That's most relationships where there's going to end up being, what is it? Abuse.
Flagrant abuse, yeah.
Yeah, manipulation.
Psychosexual torture, yeah.
They start out with, oh, I love you, and then slowly,
I'm grooming you.
Are you sure you need to hang out with Sarah? Because Sarah or Tom or whatever, even a woman can do it. I really don't like Sarah. Can you not hang out with her anymore? And I don't like John either. And come on, it'll just be us this weekend. And then, pow, punch you in the fucking face.
If you could do me a favor and stop giving away all my tactics, I would, like, I get we got to talk about it a little bit, but like, you're gonna fuck up my game. You know?
You have the best game in the business.
Oh yeah, I can gaslight like nobody's fucking business. They confront me about it. I'm like, you made up gaslighting. What are you even talking about?
Yeah, like you convince them they're gaslighting you. That's like the top of the food chain gaslighting. Like, where not only do you gaslight them, but you make them think they've done it to you.
Mm-hmm.
See, I thought gaslighting was farting into a lamp.
That's what everybody thought at first. And then it turned into emotional manipulation at its finest.
Well, let's read on here. What Bianco characterizes as love bombing, the act of showering someone with praise and gifts to manipulate them for future control, began immediately, and some other accusers allege was a common tactic that he used to do to them. I was flattered, said Bianco. Literally, the first words out of his mouth were, I have been a fan of you for years. Now I look back and call it bullshit and horseshit.
Mm-hmm. Both in which he was into.
I'm the only one who understands you, Smithline tells Rolling Stone, and model Sarah McNeely, another accuser, says Warner told her he loved her 1 week after they met.
Classic.
He wanted me to start picking out wedding dresses. He wanted to have a baby. I've never experienced a relationship like this because it was fucking fake.
Did he say I love you after a week?
Yeah.
So he was a torturer and a simp. Like I didn't think you could be that much of like a pimp and a simp at the same time. But like 1 week.
Bad cop, good cop.
Well, she's dumb for fucking taking it.
Yeah, I was gonna say it worked, obviously.
Yeah, touche.
I was an emotional mess. Speaking from his own personal experience, guitarist Rob Holliday insists that Manson was always a gentleman off stage and is a sweet, misunderstood outcast. Warner is accused of multiple sexual assaults and physical abuse. Multiple accusers detail horrific allegations against Warner in interviews and court records reviewed by Rolling Stone. In her lawsuit, Smithline alleges that Warner choked, strangled, bit, carved the initials MM on her thigh, burned her without consent. Well, he had my consent to burn me.
Some people do that, like they do the cutting. They like
for sexual gratification.
Makes them feel alive.
And raped her several times. Bianco alleges in her suit that their relationship included a nightmarish pattern of drugs, constant monitoring, physical abuse, and sexual assault.
Fuck yeah, dude.
I know. Sounds like a rock star to
Sounds like a
me.
good weekend.
Yeah.
What'd you complain about? This shit sounds lit, dude.
Yeah, right? It's a good fucking Saturday night.
Hell yeah.
What? Oh,
Skip down to the highlighted part.
all right. One anonymous woman who sued Warner for sexual assault and sexual battery. Is sexual battery what you put in toys?
That's what you would think, right? But I tried it, and all it did was turn my my Buzz Lightyear action figure into a fuck doll.
Identified in court papers as Jane Doe, claims Warner forcibly pushed her to the ground and raped her. He was saying that she had driven him crazy and she was making him do this to her, the suit says. Afterward, while standing in the doorway, he said to her, "Don't you ever fucking make me do that to you again." Following the alleged assault, Doe says, Warner threatened to kill her, saying he would bash her head in, and boasted that he could get away with murdering her because she was a nobody, and he was a celebrity who had contacts with the police.
My man.
I'm going to get Sergeant McStiffer over here, and he's going to take care of you. On the ground.
Just, I just don't understand women that let themselves be manipulated like that.
Well, it was okay until they weren't in his life anymore, I guess.
Yeah, because I mean, not to be that guy, but like I said, dude, women they're wild. They ask for one thing and you give it to them. You give them a fucking rape closet, and then they complain about it. Whatever.
God, I wonder if he cleaned it properly.
Wait, you're making me rethink the fuck closet, our new house.
I'm just hearing this all
great idea.
I'm hearing this all in Robin Leach's voice, like the rape closet of her dreams. Like on, who was that? Lifestyles?
Yeah.
So much fucking you could smell it.
Lifestyles of the rich and famous.
Yes, exactly.
Lifestyles of the celebrity fuck closet.
It was always balls deep in that closet.
Oh, God. Balls to the walls and tits.
Ass tickling included.
Oh, God.
Oh,
But I
my.
had the same reaction as you did, though. Because, like, I mean, obviously I can separate art from artist. I liked Marilyn Manson for the most part. Not like a super huge fan. But, like, when the shit was coming out about him, my reaction was like, yep.
Yeah,
Okay.
To me, none of this surprises me.
No, it's not a shock at all.
No.
Like, I don't know anybody that is like realistically reading this and being like, how could you?
Some
What?
dumb kid.
The guy
Like-
looked like a ghoul on stage. What the hell were you expecting?
Right, like he wasn't coming home at the end of the night being like, oh man, could we just watch the
what about
Great
that-
British Break Off?
What about that story like a long time ago that he didn't have a rib or something so he could give himself head? Do you remember
Yeah.
that
Oh, it's
story
like he
that
got it
came out?
removed.
That was a
in, like,
classic
yeah.
in grade school, middle school.
Yep.
That rumor was just everywhere.
That was on my school bus. They were like, Marilyn Manson had a rib removed so he could blow himself. We all were wondering if it was true.
See, Marilyn Manson, I guarantee, doesn't have a den with Yahtzee in it and fiddle faddle. I don't know what these girls were expecting.
No. You're so weird.
Yeah, but he's got a point. Like, what do you think you're gonna get there? You know what I mean? You're gonna go over and have a
I know.
roast beef dinner and a
Brian
movie?
would have Yahtzee and fiddle faddle.
Well, that's what you have in your typical den.
That's what I married.
Let's go. What's the word? Let's retire to the den.
Yeah, I don't.
Mhm.
Yeah, I don't know. But see, I don't know. He's just a weirdo.
It's like if you date Marilyn Manson, you have to know you're going to do like a blood ritual sacrifice at some point in the first 6 weeks. It's just kind of like a
Oh
given.
yeah, easily.
Yeah, I love you, and then he'd do that stupid, crazy face of his with the eyes and shit.
Yeah, and then all of a sudden you have to give your soul to Satan and a. Anyways.
I do the same thing before I fuck.
Pray to Satan.
Yeah, I sacrifice my victims to Satan. and then we fuck.
Makes it so much more fun.
That's how my dad taught me, and that's how I will continue to do it.
Some romantic Slayer music.
Yes.
Like my father or my grandfather before him.
Mm-hmm.
Raining blood. I can't do it right now.
So, my mind went blank. Imagine that. So, what is coming up for you, Donavan, or Cripp Daddy, so everybody knows, in your recent future? I know Christmas is coming. By the way, Merry Christmas, Happy New Year. Tell your mom the same. But what do you have on the schedule for the rest of this year, or maybe even next year?
Well, I don't want to put you in an awkward situation, but I celebrate Kwanzaa. Thank you.
We found him.
Yeah, the one person, that's me. Thanks. So be a little bit more inclusive next time.
Sorry about that.
It's okay. I'll forgive you. Me and my African brothers. So, as far as anything else coming up, that's a great question. It's a whole lot of planning for the winter portion before we go out and start doing any tours or shows or whatnot. But I do have one show with the other guys from Compound Media in Chicago, and I think February, like 25th, 6th.
You're going to be at the Chicago show?
Yes, I am. And going both nights. Have not prepared anything whatsoever, and probably won't until the very last second, knowing me. And will be, I'll be doing that for the most part. I'm also going to be doing like porn on the side, obviously, but whatever.
Of course.
Yeah.
Are you going to be taking big dicks or little dicks?
Yes.
No fluffers.
Well, I really appreciate you being on our podcast tonight.
Oh, for Kwanzaa, let me just say, Hakika! There you go.
Thank you.
Oh my God, you look just like your fucking father doing that.
Yeah.
Oh my God. I married his dad. Anyways.
That's hot.
No. His dad would go, what would he do?
What would you do?
He would go, what would he say?
When
He
would do that.
Like Bert.
I love that.
Anyways, again, thank you for being on the show. Hopefully, me and Brian can finagle something and come up to Chicago and see you, because I'd love to meet you in person. What else? So happy Kwanzaa.
Thank you.
I don't know much about Kwanzaa. Maybe sometime offline you can teach me about Kwanzaa.
Yeah.
This is our last show, like I said, until next year, 2022. We are looking forward to a COVID-free fucking drama in 2022. Do you have any New Year's resolutions?
Yeah, I'm going to learn. I think this is finally going to be the year I buckle down and learn how to walk. I've been putting it off for far too long, and I've been meaning to get around to it. And I think I'm going to do it. I'm just going to say fuck it and do it this year.
I believe in 2022 you will.
Mind over matter, I say.
I bet it'll happen on February 2nd, 2022.
I bet so too.
That's the day.
Right before my birthdays. I'm down.
There you go. I'm bad about chewing ice. Sorry about that.
I'm into it. I like it.
It's an oral fixation I think I have.
Right.
So now I'm gonna call our buddy. Old man. Old man. Old man. Where you at, dog? Oh, fuck. Just do the best you can. You old bastard. Hey. How are you?
It's.
Hi. It smells like pickles.
I know, I've been eating pickles all day thinking about you.
Oh.
Pickles and peanut butter.
Oh.
Peanuts.
Why?
Pussy. P words.
Pumpernickel. No?
Yuck.
What about pistachios?
Could you peel them for me?
Yeah.
So, do you celebrate anything special for the holiday season?
Ham.
I like ham too.
Pineapple.
Yeah.
Another P word.
Yep.
Pineapple on ham.
Pumpkin pie.
Sure, why not?
Mm-hmm.
This girl gets it.
I guess. Pussy, pumpkin pie, ham.
Same thing.
I know, right? Meat flaps.
Meat drapes.
I like
Nice,
minute steak.
a nice spiral ham.
I like
meat
minute
flaps.
steak. Minute steak.
Oh. So is there anything you want to talk about since we're at the end of 2022 or 2021? Do you have any New Year's resolutions? Are you glad the fucking year's over? Tell me what's going on.
I'm just glad I'm here.
Me too.
You know, it's always a crapshoot.
Yep.
You know, I could die on the toilet. Never know.
Like Elvis.
Yeah, sure.
Are you going to make a New Year's resolution?
No.
Okay. You're boring tonight.
It's okay. There's sometimes when you're just winding down and you're that old, you don't have to impress anybody.
Exactly.
Yeah, I'm not impressed by much anymore. I haven't
feel
seen it all. Except Star Trek. I like Star Trek. That's always exciting.
Have you seen Marilyn Manson's basement?
No. I heard about you guys talking about it, though. I wonder how it smelled.
Ew.
Do you think they properly cleaned it between whores?
Oh.
I'm just taking a shot in the dark and looking at Marilyn Manson as a person, and I feel like it's safe to say he's not the most hygienic person.
I bet he smells like Matthew McConaughey.
That is oddly
But he's
specific.
not as
That, yes,
But he's not as cute.
He's
or
got a
attractive.
crazy set of bongos, though.
Well, again, thank you all for joining us. Merry Christmas, Happy Holidays, Happy Kwanzaa, Happy what else? I forgot a holiday.
Chewbacca?
Yeah. Happy New Year. We hope that the end of this year is wonderful for you, but we hope that 2022 is even better. Thank you for joining us this year. We hope to continue this. Thanks, Donavan, for being on our last show of the year. We hope to have you on again. We hope.
absolutely.
And meet you in
Anytime.
Chicago. Love you guys all. Bye.
Bye.
Meat drapes.